this lesson is going to be on the greatest common factor. Now, we could just, if we wanted to, we could just write all the factors of 8 and all the factors of 12 and do it that way. But probably a better way, especially for us to get ready for middle school, is to learn how to do it through prime factorization. So you can go back, look at my other lessons on how to do prime factorization. I'm not going to use that in this lesson, but let's see the factors of 8, prime factorization. 8 is the same as 2 times 4, okay? 2 is a prime number, so we'll go ahead and stop right there. 4 is not, I will continue. 4 is the same as 2 times 2, prime number, prime number. So far 8 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. Let's do the prime factorization for 12. 12, the prime factorization for 12, 12 is equal to 2 times 6. That's a prime number right there. 6 is equal to 2 times 3. That's a prime number. That's a prime number. Okay? So the prime factorization for 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? Now, for us to find the greatest common factor, what we need to do is to see, we're going to match up what factors they both have in both lists. Okay? So I see a 2 here and a 2 here. So, okay, there's a 2 in common. I see another 2 here and another 2 here. Okay? Those are in common. Okay? And then nothing else. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So the greatest common factor for 8 and 12 is the number 4. Now, if we do the factors of 8, we know the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. They both have 1, they both have 2, but the biggest, which means the greatest factor that they have in common is a 4. Okay? But we're going to use prime factorization to figure that out, because when the numbers get bigger, then writing all the factors may not be the best way to go about it. Better to go with prime factorization between the two numbers. All right, so I gave us another example here. We noticed I have 20 and 32. I wanted to find the greatest common factor between these two numbers. So again, prime factorization. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 is a prime number. I stop. 4 is equal to 2 times 2. They're both prime, so 20 is 5 times 2 times 2. 30 is the same as 8 times 4. 8 is 2 times 4, then 2 times 2. These are all prime. Those are prime. So I'm going to see what do they have in common. This 2 matches up with a 2 over here. This 2 matches up with a 2 over here. There are no 5s, so because of this, the greatest common factor for both of these numbers is 4. That is the greatest common factor. Okay? So hopefully, I'm going to put up one more example, and then let's see, you do, go ahead and do the prime factorization and see if you can't figure out what the greatest common factor is. Okay, here are our next two numbers. We want to try and find the greatest common factor between 30 and 50. So go ahead and stop the YouTube right here and see if you can't find the greatest common factor between those two. All right, let's go ahead and look at 30. 30 is the same as 3 times 10. 3 is a prime number. 10 is the same as 2 times 5. That's a prime number. That's a prime number. We can go ahead and stop right there. 50 is the same as 5 times 10. That's a prime number. We'll go ahead and stop. 10 is the same as 2 times 5. That is a prime number and a prime number. So the prime factorization for 30 is 3 times 2 times 5. Prime factorization for 50 is 5 times 2 times 5. And it can be in any order. So we're going to see what do they have in common. Okay, there's a 3, no 3. There's 1, 2. And there's a 2 over here. There's a 5 here and a 5 here. So 2 times 5, our greatest common factor between these two numbers will be a 10.